Hey y'all. So today we're going to be doing a little mini life update of what's been going on recently. So yeah, let's get into it.
Alrighty y'all, so I'll give my little update first, and then Jacob will talk about his update, what's been kind of going on in his life, and throughout it we'll kind of talk about like what we're doing as a couple and what's been updating together. Start off with mine. So as y'all know, I'm currently in OT school, and I'm actually in January I started my third semester of OT school. So with OT school, I started back in May, which is a very unusual start time, I guess. But we started in May and went to August, had like a week break, and then went August to December. Now we're here. So I go from January until the first week of May. So I'm currently in my third semester. Like I was saying, I am a first year OT student, and it has been chaotic to say the least. Jacob can kind of attest to that, of like just how chaotic life has been for me and just the stress that I've been under already, and we're only like a month in. But a little update with that. So this semester I am taking pediatrics, which I'm super excited about. I'm doing a research project. What else? Then we have like a few kind of filler classes going on. Like I have an educational strategies class on like how to teach and just a bunch of stuff like that going on. But my main classes going on right now are like my research project and pediatrics. So with pediatrics, we have this stuff called level 1 and level 2 field work. So with my level 1 field work, I'm actually starting here in like 3 weeks. Which is crazy because I've been talking about it since like I started school. Like I just can't wait for field work, and it's like here. But my level 1s are 1 week long. So I have 3 of those, and I start my first 1 week in a few weeks, which is crazy to think about. I've already got my placement for that, and luckily I'm staying local, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, and it's a pediatric rotation, so I'm really excited about it. It's something that I was really stressed about, especially over Christmas, and just like finding out where I'm gonna go, because there's potential to like be relocated and stuff. So I was very lucky and blessed to be able to stay here for that one. So I start that in a few weeks. As you all know, I am also a dance teacher on top of everything else. So this is the time of year every year when my life becomes hectic, to say the least, because I have school picking up, and then I have dance recital coming up. So like I said, I'm a dance teacher also, if y'all didn't know that, and recital is coming up in May. So I've been trying to choreograph on my off days and get my new dances going for my kids. So it's been busy. Even on the weekends I'm working all the time, like on that stuff and schoolwork and all that kind of stuff. So another update, so I'm actually turning 23 tomorrow. That's exciting. Yeah, honestly, it's gonna be full of school, teaching dance, and working, so that's fun. But we plan on celebrating this weekend when everybody has a second to catch their breath and everybody has an off day. So we're gonna be celebrating this weekend, but I do turn 23 tomorrow, which is crazy because me and Jacob have been together since we were 17. It's literally so crazy to think about. It's like we were literally in high school, and we're literally in like almost our mid-20s. It's like kind of scary to think about. It's not scary, it's a good thing, but it's just like, it's scary how fast time goes by, because it goes by so quick. But yeah, so I think that's really about it for me. I mean, nothing too crazy, just going through, teaching dance, doing school, getting older. That's about it. So now we're gonna get into what Jacob's been up to, because we were both so crazy busy and there's stuff always going on, always updating and changing, and yeah, things have definitely changed since last time we did like an update, or I guess last time we really did an update was when we started our channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's exciting. So now we'll get into what Jacob's been up to. Back to you, Jacob.
So what's been going on with me is I've graduated since the last time we did an update. So I'm no longer an undergrad student, and
he graduated a semester early, y'all. Sorry to interrupt, but that he won't brag on himself, and I have to brag on him because he double majored and minored and still graduate a semester early. Like, he's the only person in this world that will probably do that. And he went year round for like 3 years. You went Christmas and summer.
That was not fun.
It's crazy. Sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Continue.
No, you're good. But yeah, so I went year round to finish early. It wasn't the most fun in the world, but I got done a semester early, so I guess that's a plus. I started an MBA program, and it was actually really cool because since I graduated early, and then since I was checking on when I needed to apply for an MBA, I learned I could go ahead and literally I had like a 2-week break, and I was already back in school, so it's been going. I'm almost done my first term. These terms are a lot smaller than normal. I was used to 15-week terms. Now it's 7-week terms.
Like semester? Does a term equal a semester?
Well, see, like 2 terms would be 1 semester. That's why I'm calling it terms.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to clarify for the people watching because semester and term. Like, I'm
Yeah.
on semesters.
Like, it's
Jacob's on
basically like
terms.
half semesters is how my program's laid out because I'm doing the accelerated one. So I'm doing it much quicker. I'll be graduating again in December.
He's gonna have 2 graduations in 1 year, y'all. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, literally,
exciting, though.
it could potentially be less than 12 months. I mean, about a couple days, but it could be less than 12 months apart.
Your hair looks really good.
I've gotten comments on today.
Have you?
I love it because, like, look at the front.
I know, that's what I was looking at. That's why I was like, it looks... You're welcome.
And on top of graduating, I also bought a new truck. But it wasn't really it was getting a new truck. But it was a long story short, a long headache story short. It ended up only being like a couple $1,000s difference to wipe away 3 years of owning the car. So I basically just upgraded to the new year for relatively kind of breaking even. Because, I would say it was the 3 years of driving. Every trip we've been on was in that truck, so I put a ton of miles on already, so that's kind of sad, but I think it was worth the couple, the little increment of money to wipe away all those miles and wear and tear, so yeah, so that's happened. It's the exact same thing, just 2023, and it's white now instead of gray, which y'all have probably seen in some of the clips we've took here recently, but so that's fun, and I already have I've had it since basically
It was
the last
November.
3 days of October, beginning of November. I already have 5,600 miles
It's
on
crazy. But Jacob drives every day for work. Like, he has quite a distance to go, so he commutes a lot.
it. Yeah, I drive at least an hour a day, total. Well, it's more like an hour and 15, but yeah.
It's a distance. We both are putting some wear and tear on our cars.
Yeah, that's a sweet spot though. Anything past what I'm doing now, I would probably not do it. Or I'd have to move. I'd have to move closer. But yeah. Another thing that's been going on is since we last talked, which was I even full time the last time we talked?
I don't think so. Not since we talked about ourselves. That was our very first video. So that was back in the summer. Or wait.
I think I just got hired.
Maybe you just got hired.
I think I
That's
literally
crazy.
just got hired for my full-time, my career. And so since then, I've been promoted in my career. Same, working for the same people, same company, same person, but just got a promotion. So that was good. That was big.
For those of you that don't know about this too, Jacob was... I don't know if we talked about this in our last video. We might have, but just a refresher. Jacob was interning at this place before he got hired. And then he got hired, and now he's promoted. So he's been with the company for a few years now. And he loves it, clearly.
10 months.
Yeah.
Who's counting?
Not you, apparently.
But, so I worked in a pharmacy, then a bank. And then I left the bank to intern, which not a lot of people agreed with, because I left a full-time job to work full-time, but I was not a full-time employee.
Intern.
So yeah, a lot of people weren't.
It was a risky
for
thing.
that, but now I'm full-time. So
Yeah.
it all worked out in the end.
That was actually a big thing too, because Jacob was just so torn on what to do, because he loved his job at where he was at before. He's loved everywhere he's worked. It was just a big jump if he was going to take it, and this place that he's working at now, he's dreamt about it forever. And so as a couple, we had to sit down and be like, I mean, we sat with my parents and everything. Jacob loved where he worked at prior to his internship, and so he had a full-time job. Like, he was set, he was stable, he was doing so well at where he was working, and then this internship came along, and it was everything that he had ever wanted and had dreamt about since literally high school. And it was just a very lucky and a huge blessing that he got this opportunity. And so he was like, do I like stay where I'm comfortable, or do I go where I've always dreamt about, kind of thing? And like, he obviously loved his other job, and
it was a job.
And it was a job.
Like, I was full-time.
He was full-time, you know, he wasn't even, you weren't out of school yet.
No, I've worked full-time pretty much since senior year of high school.
But so it was just, it was weighing the pros and cons of both but at the end of the day, I mean, we had to have a lot of conversations as a couple, and like, about where his future was going, where our future was going, and ultimately, we talked about it, and we decided, like, he couldn't pass it up. I mean, it still is such an amazing opportunity that, I mean, both of us are so forever grateful for, and I know he really is. He loves his job so much. He never dreads going into work, like, a single day, and, you know, you can't take that for granted, and so we're both just very blessed for both of it, like, what we both have, and the opportunities we've been given and prayed for, and we thank God for that every day.
Yeah. It was just tough too, because like, I was doing pretty well at, the bank. Like, I'd already, the way the system worked is like, you go through basically like a year of like rotating and stuff, and it was just a month in, and I was already placed permanent, so I just got to skip all the rotation, and I was already scheduled to go to like these extra trainings and stuff, so it was weird when that came up, because it was like, dang, I was doing, and like this place was 3 minutes away, it was so. But anyway,
there was a lot of things to weigh there, but ultimately.
But I always wanted to come here over everywhere else, so.
Yeah, where you're at now.
Yeah. So. And I think the most recent thing that's actually happened is, I'm trying to think if it is the most recent thing. I'm pretty sure it is. But I was selected by the faculty for the undergraduate program I was in as the top finance student for that academic year. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, there's more to come with that, because like I've got like a call scheduled sometime this week with some people from there. So that'll be interesting to see where that goes. We'll keep you updated, I'm sure, by the next update we do. But yeah, that was pretty cool to be selected by that, for that. It was cool.
Very cool. I was so proud of him whenever he told me that. It was actually really crazy. I won't talk about that.
Yeah, so she was the valedictorian.
No, we won't talk about that. No attention.
Why not?
Well, it was actually a really cool situation, because maybe y'all don't know this, but I graduated from undergrad last December, so I got to graduate a semester early too. But it was really cool because I ended up graduating number 1 in my class last year, I guess. Yeah. And then Jacob was basically like the number 1 faculty picked student for his program.
Yeah, like hers was like
GPA
performance,
basically.
like number 1, and I was just selected by the faculty as like the top finance student. So like even right now, I still don't really know what it entails, because it's it was like very recent and it was just to congratulate me and set up, next steps. So we will keep you posted on that. But yeah, so that's kind of cool.
Like we said, we are both very fortunate, and all praise goes to God, obviously. And so, yeah, neither of us expected that at all from either end. Like, even though mine was a year ago, I was in shock when I got mine. I was like, what is this email? It was really cool. And then when Jacob told me that, I was like, wait, this is actually so cool. It's like an ongoing joke in my family now. It's kind of funny. But as for being a couple, okay, I can't focus now. As for being a couple, though, we're in 2 days. We're about to celebrate 5 and no, just don't say that. We'll just say next month. Okay. As for being a couple, an update. Okay. As for being a couple, as for us as a couple, the only update we really have is that next month we're about to celebrate 5.5 years, y'all. That's crazy.
Whoop whoop.
It's crazy. That's so exciting, though.
That really is crazy.
5.5 years.
5.5.
And then we knew each other like 2 years before that.
Yeah. kind of crazy.
It's crazy, y'all. Like I said, time goes by so fast, and you don't even realize it until it's like, oh, like tomorrow, the fact that I'm going to be 23, I'm like, where is time going?
She's old, y'all. She's old.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm getting there. But, yeah, it's just crazy, though. But, yeah, next month we'll be celebrating 5.5 years. Together. Forever.
Together.
Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.